What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of The Wiley Show. Before we get started, let's make our quick announcement here. We are needing your help with this equipment. So we already got the lights. The lights came in today, so we want to thank the viewer for sending ordering the lights. We still need the microphone. We still need the Mini Pro live stream. We still need that, the bundle. We need the camera stand and we need the headphones. Okay, this is to help make good quality of the show. I don't have a camera on there because I already have a camera. Those are the items that we need. Again, if you want to be a help, please help us. I'm going to drop the link in the comments. For those that are watching replay, that is what we need to make good quality of the show. So I definitely need you all help. To help make it a high quality show. Because I'm gonna bring the entertainment. I'm gonna bring the entertainment factor on it all day long. We need this to help us to give a good sound, good quality, and everything like that. So I thank you all in advance. Okay, so I was minding my own business, just looking at all this stuff that's been going on, and we're gonna definitely dive into it. Our first topic is Pinky Cole. So if you have not heard, Pinky Cole home was seized by a creditor, and they put a note that said you must pay this money, this balance. If you don't pay this balance, you cannot get inside the home. They even changed the locks. Now, mind you, Pinky Cole, before that happened, she filed Chapter 11. So once she filed Chapter 11, that was like a bankruptcy protection. So her lawyers argue in federal court to say this is it's against the bankruptcy stay, and so the creditor that locked her home, changed the locks and everything, and locked it. They did not show up, but the judge ordered them to give her back her house, and also to pay her legal fees. Now, mind you, the creditor that did all this stuff to Pinky Cole did not even show up to the court. A lot of people's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But just because you file, Chapter 11 does not necessarily mean that you are broke. That doesn't mean that you don't have nothing in the bank. That's just like protection to give you time to pay, get on a payment plan to pay your bills. So that doesn't mean like when you look at your bank account, it's a negative 3,000. That's not what it means. It means that, hey, you can reorganize your debt, get on a payment plan for your creditors, and make those payments for a certain amount of years. And then once you're done for those certain amount of years, the debt is paid off. Then it'll be clearing off you, like pretty much off your record. That's pretty much what I think what a Chapter 11 is, versus like a Chapter 7 that they just wipe everything off. You pay a fee, they just wipe everything clean in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So there's nothing wrong with a bankruptcy. It's nothing wrong with that. So if that's what you want to do it. I know in the Black community, it's a lot of miscommunication when it comes to bankruptcy. We feel that if you file bankruptcy, that means that you're broke. If you file Chapter 13 or Chapter 11, whatever the case may be, they think that you're just broke. That's not the case here, you guys. Bankruptcy is a form of protection. So you have to understand that you have to protect yourself. So that's just a form of a way to protect you and your assets. Did that make sense? And Pinky Cole did like a whole video talking about bankruptcy. And so I'm looking forward to see her on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because she definitely have some stuff going on in her personal life that I feel that we should definitely dive into and talk about. And I do believe when that show come out, I'm going to be watching it and then reviewing it, because I believe it's going to be so entertaining. Okay. Now, let's get into last night. I don't know if you all watched the Tank and the Tyrese versus battle, but I watched it. And Tyrese, even though he had hits, Tank performed so good. But the only thing I don't like about Tank is that he didn't perform enough of his songs. But I didn't know like Tank was like this writer, you know what I'm saying, that he wrote songs to people. So he brought out LaToya, and LaToya did good. Not the best, but LaToya have always not been like a vocalist like Beyonce. I prefer LaToya in acting versus her singing. But then they had another dude up there singing off key. I don't know who he was. He was just terrible. I'm like, oh my God, this dude is weird. Like them vocals is a hot, stinking mess. So I was watching it, and then I had said, let me just go ahead and take my medicine. And I just went on and went to bed. I did watch it until the end. I was looking forward to seeing like a TGT reunion, Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese, or Tyrese, Genuine, and Tank. I was looking forward to seeing that reunion because, again, I love TGT. I feel like that's such an underrated group. That group has some singing. I need, I need, I need, I need, I need. Okay. Uh, so I'm like, oh, look at the vocals right in there. So I feel like it would have been, been great to see like this TGT reunion. It's like it's a good group. Like I love the group. But they, according to I think Tank Orgy, one of them said that Genuine was stuck in the airport, so that's probably why they couldn't do the reunion. And this whole thing with Trey Songz, something wrong with his vocals. And then I was like, this is not the Trey Songz that I know. The Trey Songz that I know is that Neighbors on My Name. He got good vocals. It was a good show. Bottoms Up. So after the verses, I literally got in my bed, and I was just listening to Trey Songz songs. And then before I knew it, I went to sleep. But overall, it was a good versus battle. I'm loving that both artists was performing live. Tyrese is not a good live vocalist like Tank. Tank can sing good live as well as his recordings. But Tyrese did struggle vocally, and stuff like he did struggle. But I believe I give it to Tank because the reason why I give it to Tank is because he performed so well and his vocals was on point. So his background singers was on point. So I feel like I give it to him as he won a versus battle. But overall, it was good for R&B. For a lot of people that don't like R&B, that versus battle was just good for R&B. R&B won last night. And R&B has been struggling because a lot of people have forgotten about R&B. But the only thing is, too, with the crowd. Like, the crowd wasn't as loud like they're supposed to, like energized like they're supposed to, because they had their phones out, they up there, all that. Like, I miss when the crowds be like super loud, singing the lyrics, doing all that type of stuff. But the crowd they had last night wasn't the best crowd. I've heard better crowds, but overall it was really good. Now that was something I would love to see Brandy and Monica do for their versus battle, where Brandy have her band doing her singing, Monica have her band plus her background singer singing. I would have loved to see that. So it was good that they were not just sitting down playing their records, that they actually was singing live. I think that was good for the culture because live vocals still matters. You know what I mean? I remember one year with the Soul Train Awards, they announced that they want artists to sing live, that you won't be able to perform if you're not going to sing live. So I think we need to make live be popular again, because you have some artists like Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, and some of the others that do pre-recorded vocals and they don't sing live. So I love when artists come out and they sing live. So Tank did a good job. Tyrese, it was a hit and miss with some of the songs he was singing last night. Did it make me a little tired? Was it a little dry? Was it a little boring? Absolutely, because I was like, "Oh, this really gonna make me sleep." So when I took my medicine, I saw that. I turned it off. I text one of our producers and I said, "Hey, I'm about to go. I'm about to go to sleep." So I went on and went to sleep, and I literally listened to the music, and I had like an amazing dream last night. They said Tank has a richer voice than Tyrese, but I think Tyrese performed better, meaning his performance overall, without considering the voice, was better than Tank because he worked the crowd more. Okay, everybody have they fave. So if you like Tyrese, that's good. If you like Tank, that's good. But overall, I think R&B is won last night. Like everybody was, because when I was at the viewership on Instagram, it had like 100,000 people that was tuning in on Instagram. Then on Complex Instagram, it had about 200,000. I don't know let me see if they still got the video up. But I know for a fact on Instagram it had like over 100,000. On Complex YouTube, I think they probably deleted it. But let me see. Yeah, they did delete it. They didn't keep it up because I think it's like an Apple exclusive. But Complex had a lot of views. So we'll see how it goes, like the ratings. We'll see how it goes. But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. It's like it's no shade of me enjoying it. I was getting my life when it came to those vocals. When it came to Tank, I'm like, oh, and listening to Tank live, like on his records, records, it's good. Like his voice is just amazing. And I love it too that he's also ally of the LGBT community. So that's a win too. They say, yes, I agree. I was sleepy AF. I ended up with Sweet Lady. I saw the end of that. Oh, wait, did Tyrese really leave the building or was that that? Well, Tyrese did say that he had to do an interview. And it was like a miscommunication. They were saying that he left the building and it was like an interview. And then also Tank was making fun of Tyrese with the turtleneck. And then Tank was pretty much got Tyrese together because he was being shady towards Aaliyah. Was trying to throw some little shade towards Aaliyah because Tank had one of Aaliyah records. And he's like, put some respect on Aaliyah. He said, I ain't talking about her because he was like talking about that was a slow, boring song or something like that. But yeah, you got to be careful. Okay. So I was minding my own business and I went over there to the blogs and the rapper YNW Melly said he's been isolated for years without visits, calls, jail conditions, dehumanizing as he plead for release ahead of his the double M word. He did double deletion, I'm gonna say. Y'all put in the right. Double deletion for the retrial. Rapper YNW Melly is once again asking a judge to grant him bond as he awaits a new trial in his high-profile double deletion case. According to the newly filed court documents, the 26-year-old born Jamel Demons claims his extended time behind bars has become unbearable, citing that he describes as dehumanizing conditions inside the Broward County Jail. His attorney, Drew Finding, is pushing for his release ahead of trial. Melly said he has been held in solitary confinement since December 21 under a 23-1 schedule, meaning spending 23 hours a day locked in a cell, just 1 hour limited movements, and no interaction with other detainees. He also alleged that he has been unable to see or speak with family or friends for 4 years after losing visitation and phone privileges in 2022. I'm ready for release, he argues, pointing to research that solitary confinement can cause lasting mental and physical harm. Melly, who was accused of deleting his 2 friends, will be retried in 2027. They don't just throw you in solitary confinement because you have to commit and do something wrong. So I don't know if he was behind there fighting and arguing and throwing his food around, doing too much, or probably for his own safety. Because him being a high-profile celebrity, he may have some threats, so people try to harm him, and so to protect him, they put him down in solitary. They put him in solitary confinement. So again, and I do feel bad that. Well, I don't feel bad because he is accused of deleting some people. So if he did this, he don't need to be out. But at least he should have had like a speedy trial. But he want a retrial. But he have a trial in 2027. So he got a lot more months and stuff like that. That's rough. I don't know. That do cause mental issues when you are literally locked down for 23 hours a day and only out for an hour. I remember I was in a cell and they only let us out like maybe once a week or twice a week. And then when they did let us out, I was so just catching up on rest. I was sleeping and everything. And then when they moved me to another unit, it was still like a mental health unit. It wasn't in a locked cell or anything. It was like a like open bunk unit. So I was able to like walk around. I was able to like see what's going on and have like free time where you can get on the phone and order commissary and stuff like that. But when I was locked in, it didn't really bother me because I wasn't there for a long period of time. So it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm there for like months. It probably would have caused some problems, but I was there and when I did get out of that room, I was able to go and like get a book and I was able to read and then write. So it wasn't something where it was like mandatory when I'm just in this cell for like 23, 24 hours. No, forever. I was there for temporary to make sure I was okay mentally, so to be around other inmates in an open area. So once I was able to transfer to the area, it was like open. And then it wasn't a 23-hour lockdown. They allow us to have free time for like 3 to 4 hours going around. But if we was on lockdown, if somebody did something crazy, whether it was a fight or they was arguing with the CO, they could call for a mandatory lockdown. Or if something else happened in the jail, where it was like a fight or something, everybody would have to pay a price or being on lockdown. So that's just how that goes. So you have to understand, jail, you have to follow the rules, and if you don't follow the rules, you will be on some type of lockdown. You definitely have to follow the rules. Now, if you don't, they'll come after you. You got to follow the. I'm telling again, you got to follow the rules, and that's something that a lot of people fail to realize. When you go to jail, it's not about you can do whatever you want to do. It's your point of view. Like, no, you got to follow the rules. Now, I was reading also. Shout out to Black Enterprise. They had an article out. Cardi B, the drama album rollout heads to class at Howard University. The course will dive into Cardi B's unique marketing strategies to secure her second album success. First of all, you ain't got to take no course for that, because all she did was go meet her fans, go to record companies, argue on social media, went to Walmart, went to a Target. That's okay. What to study? I just gave you the course. So you're going to pay all that money for a strategy. All she did was went to stores, took pictures, and signed CDs. That's not something like, oh my gosh, like this is something to go to school for and study. That's all she did. You went to the store, you see Cardi B, you take her picture, she signed your records. That's how she sold records. So why do we need a whole course paying thousands of dollars? Let's just say how much time in a semester? A couple, like 3-4 months in a semester to take that? That's a waste. Like, come on now. That is a waste. And what that class will do to help you in what degree? In business management or music? Because it wasn't so much like an iconic thing. She literally had the people in the hot sun waiting to meet her so she could take a picture. That was what it was. But Howard University is one of the highest tuition HBCUs in the country. Okay. HBCUs in the country. Somebody said Cardi B tickets are expensive, over 1,000 for good tickets. Yeah, it's expensive to go to the concerts. You got to understand, it's expensive to have a tour because you got to pay for the staff. Then if you get all that lighting, if you get all them props, and you got to pay for the background dance, you got to pay for the DJ. Then you got to pay for the costume designers. You got to pay for the security. Then you got to pay to clean up the venue. So it's a lot of expenses when you are having like in them huge arenas. You have to pay a lot of money. So that's why them tickets are expensive. You have to. And then also the artists take the big chunk of a fee as well. So you got to pay them too. So it's a lot of people that you have to pay when you have those concerts. So it's not because, when I'm a huge wrestling fan. So back then I was really into wrestling. I went to, what was that? Money in the Bank. And a ringside seat was $300. Them same seats is now up to $1,000 some dollars. Because everything, inflation, and then corporate greed. That too, you can't ignore corporate greed. They also have the prices up as well. That corporate greed will have them prices up. So you got to think about that too. All right, but the course. Would you take a Cardi B course? I'm not gonna waste my money taking a course. I could just study what she did on social media for free, or ask ChatGPT to give me the breakdown of her rollout versus me going to some college. I'm just saying. That's just my humble opinion. Just going to somebody college, I just literally go to it for free and be like, okay, let me go to the ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT give me Cardi B rollout. Let me do that right now while I'm in here. And this is just for free. This is the power of using artificial intelligence. Let me see. Give me Cardi B. Am I the Drama album rollout? Let's see. Cardi B really treated Anima Drama like a four-era rollout. Messy, viral, high fashion, very intentional. Here's a clean breakdown of how she rolled out step by step. She said, long build-up of years of anticipation. The first album since Invasion of Privacy was a 7-year gap, building hype. She kept herself relevant with features and old singles like WAP, Up, and later got folded into an album era. They said translation anticipation alone became a part of the rollout. Strategic singles. She started feeding the era with singles like Outside, Up, WAP, Imaginary Players. They said that one rush, she placed them out to keep momentum alive for months and years. Number 3, they said viral, unserious promo, her signature move that made the rollout different, turned courtroom footage into memes, promo content, sold her album on New York streets like a hustler, random public antics like dancing on cars, subway appearances, lean into chaos, humor instead of polished PR. Fans love it because it felt authentic and unpredictable. Creative marketing tactics. You had limited edition versions like theme vinyls from viral moments, multiple album editions, standard bonus, massive pre-sale reportedly already platinum level before release. She blended old school sale taxes plus internet culture. Number 5, heavy social media control, constant IG, Twitter presence, teasing snippets, visuals, and drama, talking directly to fans. Barty Gang. She didn't rely on media; she was the media. Big budget, feature heavy album, release week the release week spectacle, post release rollout, keep the era alive. So I already gave you that. So you just save your money. You see how quick that was? Moving right along. I was like, you even got, look at that. I could just literally rewrite that, put that in my own words, write that midterm paper, and get them coins. Keep them coins to myself. I ain't even got to take out no Parent Plus loan to take that course and all that. I'm just keeping it all the way real. Give me a second. Wow, where are we at? Okay, I will do that later because I got to do that song. Okay. Khloe, now then we gonna move into this topic. Khloe Kardashian says she instantly recognized disgusting crack smell before catching ex-husband Lamar Odom in the act. They said reality show Khloe Kardashian is opening up about a shocking moment from her past marriage to Lamar Odom, revealing she once physically confronted him after discovering the rug use following his near fatal overdose. In the Netflix, she talked about the death, the life of Lamar Odom. Khloe Kardashian recalls fighting Odom smoking crack inside a home she had rented for him while helping with his recovery. So at this point, Lamar can barely talk. He can speak a little, but in more like and everything delayed. He wasn't able to take a shower on his own, she said. She can tell you once you know the smell of crack, it's the most identical, disgusting smell. There's nothing that you can confuse it with. Kardashian described the moment she confronted him, saying, I remember slowly tiptoeing up the stairs, smoking crack, and I just punched him in his face. She added he was playing with me so I could continue this lifestyle for him before we call and telling him to leave. When I tell you that it's the most disgusting smell ever, crack is the most disgusting smell ever. But you got to understand, you can never change a crackhead. They have to want to get off that crack. I tell you, when I was unhoused in Vegas, them people was doing crack. It's a nasty odor. It's like spoiled. It's a foul odor. And they were doing it. And I was like, okay, this is probably one of the reasons why they're unhoused. Because they probably spent all their money on crack. And it's disgusting. So when I read Lamar Odom book, he had OD and he would say how much crack he would do. And it's very disgusting. that lifestyle, I have a friend that's addicted to crystal meth, and they have a foul odor to it. I had to cut him off, even though this friend moved me in with him when he had his apartment in Chicago. He let me stay with him in Texas. He had an apartment in Texas. He was staying with someone, and he had his own room and bathroom and stuff. He invited me to sleep on the couch. But I had to cut off the friendship because he got addicted to the crystal meth. And then he took my laptop and tried to sell it. And I told him, if you don't bring my laptop back, B, I'm going to call the cops. And you know what he did? He brought that laptop back. So I knew I had to like cut him off because he was addicted to that substance. And crack will have you stealing for your own mama. Crack will have you stealing for your own grandma if you're addicted to that stuff. So this is just not good to be around people like that. You can love them. I always say this. You love them from afar. Support them if they go into rehab. But if they're not going to rehab, if they just want to just sit here and just do all that crack and stuff like that, you got to leave them in the dust. Because you can't be around a person that's what they want to do. If that's what they want to do, you can't stop them. And they will drag you down to the gutter with them. It's so many people that do crack in Las Vegas. They live under the tunnels. So if y'all go to Vegas, y'all go on the strip. They literally under the strip and under the tunnels, doing crack, doing PCP, doing all type of drugs, and they living in a tunnel. And then when it rains, they drown because they don't have a system where warning them that the water is coming, and by the time they notice it, they already drown and they lose their life. And so many people have lost their life under the tunnels of Las Vegas. If you Google homeless people under the tunnels in Las Vegas, there are some YouTubers that goes under the tunnel and interview people. I was invited. These two YouTubers, when I was at the Trump rally, they invited me. They said, "Hey, we're gonna go to the tunnels. You should come with us." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I come, yeah." And I thought about it. I said, "No, I'm not coming to that under the tunnels and seeing people at their worst and interviewing them and getting content." But it's creators that's making a buku money showing people under the tunnels homeless, and some of them is doing the drugs, literally doing the drugs. So you got to be very careful. All right. So Lamar, I'm glad that he got his life together. But Chloe said, "No, I ain't gonna be with you ever again. I'm done with you. I'm just keeping it all the way. I don't blame you because these people, you can't. It's real. It's real sad and real sad. But yeah, you could definitely Google it. I was saying it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And most of them want to be on the tunnels. They don't want to follow the rules anyway in shelters. So they don't even do like the shelters and stuff like that. They don't even do it. Now, Blueface, baby, we got to get into this topic. I was mad at my own business and y'all too. Blueface, baby mama, was cussing him out. What's the one that looked like a Mexican? Really was like, was it Jada? Jagrin? Was cussing him out because he got a new baby mama that's pregnant. And he wasn't sending her no money. So she was on that in front of her kids. And I'm like, why are you cussing like that in front of your kids? Just ghetto. You know this man gonna always move on. And then she always spreading her legs open like he just got all these women that he can screw and she do it. You better move on to another man. Yeah, she was cussing out in front of the baby. I'm like, why are you doing this? It's so embarrassing. And it was live on his Twitch. I was going to Twitch. I was like seeing a clip of it, and shout out to All About to See because she posted it. I'm like, this is a mess. And I'm not even gonna post her doing all that cussing. Like, have some respect. You ain't gonna do nothing but just sleep with him again. Open your legs up to him again. You love him. You ain't gonna do nothing but go back over there, get back on your back, and screw him. You did all that cuss stuff. I ain't gonna be with him again. It's over. He go back over there, sweet talking, taking that shirt off, showing them tattoos. You getting soaking wet. You give it to him again, and you wonder why the little boy be scared when he be seeing Blueface because all that anger issue. Like, it's crazy. Why are you doing this in front of your child? Wait till the children go to bed and then go in a private room and then you cuss your man out. But don't do it in front of your child. That's bad parenting, in my humble opinion. You don't do all that cussing around your children. Then when your children start cussing you out, then you ready to just get that belt. No, they learned it from you, all that cussing. They learned it from you. Doing all that cussing. Y'all, excuse me, I'm drinking something sweet. I was too lazy to get a cup. So I was just drinking it out the Minute Maid. I'm just drinking it out the box. Okay, don't judge me. Don't get in these comments judging me. I was resting through the show so I could be on time. So I said I just drink it up out the box. Ain't nobody else drinking it up out of me. I'm drinking it myself. You know what I'm saying? I needed something sweet down my throat. Don't judge me. Don't post no comments judging me because I just needed something to just from my throat. I had to like put it down in my throat and have something sweet. I had me some coffee earlier, but I don't like mixing like a cup that's used for coffee and you put juice in that without washing the cup out because I don't want that mixture of coffee and stuff like that. Don't judge me because I'm like I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay, I had to do it. Yes, because you know the reason. Okay, I'm really making YouTube like this is a job. Get up, I get up. Let me just tell y'all. I get up, I look at stories. I said this would be good for the live show. I get up and I do it, and some of the order just grow. And you all are rewarding me back by showing up and viewing and talking and coming up on the show. So I appreciate that. So what I do is I talk to people. I say this is a topic, and I say, oh, this would be good for the show. I'll talk about that tomorrow. I do that and stuff like that. And I try not to do so many episodes. I try to do like pre-recorded videos or edit some videos out, then do the live show. Because y'all told me that y'all love the lives better than the pre-recorded. So what I did was I said, let's do pre-recorded, let's do live. Also, let's do shorts. Okay. And this one short is doing really good, by the way, on TikTok. And I just bring that up really quickly because we have an update on Chrisean. Speaking about the Blueface and all that, we got an update on Chrisean. So this, what I put, is doing bigger numbers on TikTok. But it got over 10,000 views over there on TikTok. And then on my YouTube, it got 1.3, but on TikTok it got like almost 11,000 views. But we do have an update on Chrisean. So let's see, where's Chrisean right here? No, not that one. This one. Why is it not playing? Can y'all? Oh, it's not playing. Hold on.
Chrisean Rock, thank you all about the tea. According to her, that Chrisean Rock missed a court date in California ahead of her boxing match. She got 2 misdemeanor charges in California, and she missed the court date, and the judge issued a award. This woman definitely something she need much prayer and need help. If you have a court date, you go to court. Don't play around, or you're gonna get a warrant. So she's gonna get locked up. It's 2 misdemeanor charges. When more information comes, I will give it to you. She's so concerned about Blueface and her child not talking. She need to go to these court dates because if you don't, it's going to be more trouble. At least I never forget when I had my legal issues. My lawyer said always go to court date. Go to your court date because if you don't, they'll put out a warrant for your arrest. So it look like she's gonna be boxing behind bars. She's gonna be boxing eating them choke sandwiches. Are y'all shocked by this? I'm not shocked by Chrisean Rock. Look him whenever.
So it's an update on Chrisean. So she posted, I got my ID. Everything is fine. I got to think. Baby, you got to go to court. Don't be trying to come to the internet telling us that you did a good job. According to the records, it's warrants. But you got warrants. You didn't go to court. This is why I be telling people, y'all be so quick to run to the internet to plead your case to the internet. We're not the judge. Only thing we doing is eating our popcorn on the sideline, eating our women's box, sucking on our man wood, and just into the gossip. Don't be trying to rush to the internet and say, hey, yeah, I did everything right. No, you tell that to the judge. Because according to the judge and according to the court records all about the tea, that you got warrants out for your arrest. But you, excuse me, you trying to rush on your Instagram to prove a point. Like, for what? Let me see if I have her statement here on my phone, because y'all had sent it to me. Let me see, did I save it? Because one of my producers, they sent it to me, and I'm like, oh, I definitely got to read it. Where is that? Because I thought I had it. Somebody did send it to me. Let me go on my Instagram. I think they DM'd it to me, and I didn't download it. Let's see. Where are we at? Where that person that sent it to me? Is this the person? Oh, I think they downloaded it. Where is it at? Because they had sent it to me. Oh, that's what she said. She said, my license is not suspended. It's currently restricted for travel to and from work. Also, the court date has been rescheduled. I've looked more into the situation. It will be easily resolved. When I was in LA, I didn't have my ID to resolve it. I just received my current ID. It's only a $270 fee to get it unrestricted. The fight's still on April 25th. Thanks for y'all concern. Travel court will be handled ASAP. Okay. And then I was going to say, okay, you better make sure that court day is rescheduled, because you don't want to go to jail and stuff like that, because that would be violation of your probation, because she's on probation. And that's how her man, Blueface, or ex-man, or her baby daddy, that's how he got in trouble. It was a violation of his probation, and he had to serve a prison sentence. And he came out with all them drawings on his face, looking a hot mess. But he's still attractive. And if I was a female, I'd give it to him too. And then, he can get it now. You know what I'm saying? He do got that swag. I like it. I do like this look. He's kind of crazy, thuggish, talk to you, nasty, talk to you, derogatory. I'm attracted to that. I'm attracted to that toxicity. I'm attracted to that toxicity. You know what I'm saying? When you cuss me out, throw me against the wall, throw me against the washer and dry. You know what I'm saying? Pop me over, baby, then slap me around, then D me down. I'm still attracted. I'm attracted to that energy. That energy is not moving around. I'm attracted to that energy. It is what it is. I said what I said. Whether you want to believe it or not, I am attracted to that type of energy. I am. But because look at the women that he get in that show. It is what it is. You don't get on house arrest. You ran up from the law. I put the work under my bed. Hide it to protect you. Go to your court days. You knock me around. We get it. We get it in by the vending machines on visitation day. All that good stuff. I still got that attraction. I still got that type of attraction. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can say what you want to say. I'm Kim. I'm trying to attract to that. Okay. Yeah, toxic women. Yeah, love toxic women. Cussing me out. We get it in. We argue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that type. I like that type of energy. We argue, we tussle. Then we get it in the bedroom. Then we argue the next day. Then we get it in that same day. We at the grocery store just knocking over stuff in the grocery store. And then we go in the car and we make mad, passionate love. Yeah. I'm just joking. A little bit, I'm just joking. A little bit, I'm just joking. No, I'm being honest. A little bit, I'm just joking. Okay? But that's kind of attractive anyway. Because like Malago Grass, she be cussing me. I be so like attracted to that energy. She be cussing me out, and I'm attracted to that energy. And then she showed a big old long breast, chocolate breast. Ah, yes, 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 yes. So let's try to see that. Make sure y'all thumbs up this live. So I was minding my own business, and Tokyo Toni said that she's going to sue the Armon Wiggins show. And I said, but what did he say? Because this is my favorite celebrity. So I go over to Armon's video, and I watch his video. I'm just minding my own business. And when I went over there to watch that video, all he said was she jealous that she trying to off her daughter, because everybody, including myself, that's what it seemed like, Marvin Gaye. And then Tokyo Toni got up talking about, when she was talking to her lawyer, said it was just a dance, and I said I do the Marvin Gaye. And that wasn't in that type of context. In the context, you said I'm gonna Marvin Gaye that beat. You ain't get up there and shake your butt. Just sitting here doing all that line. So I go over to Armon Wiggins' Instagram, because I'm minding my own business, and y'all's too. I go over to his IG. Armon Wiggins released a statement. So let's read what he wrote on his page here. He wrote, "Child, Tokyo Toni says she's suing me because lies I told her. Meanwhile, these are the things she said. She even took it as far to put on a white blouse to go seek legal counsel to lie to them people's face." I'm like, now see, Tokyo Toni, you need to stop. You ain't got the resources. Armon got the resources to hire good legal representation. And so I don't know about Storm, but speaking about Armon, there's been evidence, and we actually interviewed Armon's lawyer. We interviewed Jasmine on our show, and she's a good lawyer. She don't play. She's a good lawyer. She be over there with Ben Crump and them, an awesome attorney. Okay, a great attorney, by the way. So that lawsuit ain't going nowhere. You sat there, you threatened your daughter, lady. You did. And now that you're getting the backlash and the pushback, and you cuss out your daughter, because I do believe what Armon said, I do believe that she cut you off. Black China cut you off. So that's why you upset. And then you want to cuss her out. It's not up. It's not right to have her children around that type of negative behavior. And then sometimes you can have like a toxic parent. I don't know about y'all. Do y'all have like toxic parents? And it's okay if they're so toxic that you can't be around them. You gotta love them from afar. I've had friends that haven't talked to their parents in decades because of the being toxic and evil and malicious. And that's what I get on that. Just really just toxic, evil, and malicious. And she definitely wants the coin. She wants the money. It is what it is. But that does not excuse you, just because she cut you off financially, that you can come out and say you want to Marvin Gaye your daughter, and the public is perceived as a threat. I do believe it was that, allegedly. Now you want to sit and you want to sue people. You want to sue Storm. You want to sue the Armon Wiggins show for what? It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's a waste of the court's time. All they can do is play the exhibit of all that cussing and all that type of way. Like, come on. So it's just really something, man. It's just crazy when I saw that. So we would keep y'all update on that lawsuit. Once it's filed, we will read it to y'all if they do get served. You know, because I don't think Tokyo Toni got the court. It's expensive because then you have to find a process server to go serve Armon. He lives in a state that's not in the state that she live in. Then you have to get a process server to serve Storm. He lives in another part of this country, and y'all don't live in the same state. You, Tokyo Toni, and Storm don't live in the same state. So you have to waste all this coin, all because they did content off of your dysfunction that you're posting on the internet. Now you're mad and embarrassed, and now you want to go and sue people. Sit down somewhere, okay? just sit down. They said, like Judge Judy said, you can't come to court with dirty hands and expect help. Okay, have several seats. Have several seats. So this is so sad, you guys. I got an update on the DL Whisperer. And I'm going to talk about this man until he's free. And then talk about him some more. So they posted this on 3 hours ago. It said, free Quan. Free the DL Whisperer. I need y'all to like this video. What's happening to Naquan Palmer at Glimmer County Adult Correction Center in Ellijay, Georgia, is getting worse. Yesterday, in retaliation for people calling the jail to check on his safety, they tried to serve him cold food. They're angry that he's asking questions about the system and speaking up about the conditions. Now, here's what is going on. Guards who are uncertified are passing out medication, rolling around med carts. They violated his HIPAA rights by discussing his medical information around other inmates. Immediately after that, he was placed in solitary confinement. They tried to frame him as if it was because of his weight. At the same time, they're saying he doesn't have to eat. If he doesn't have to eat, why is he being punished in solitary? This is retaliation. This is harassment. This is a continued pattern of human rights violation. We need to turn up the pressure. Keep calling. Keep sharing. Keep asking questions. Contact the Gilmore County Adult Correction Center. Demand answers. Your state representative, the Georgia Governor's Office, the Civil Rights Organization, the NAACP, the ACLU, and local advocates. That is what they said. Free Naquan, hashtag free Naquan, hashtag free the DL Whisperer, hashtag Gilmer County, Georgia, hashtag human rights violation, hashtag HIPAA violation, hashtag jail misconduct. So I was minding my own business, y'all, so I went in the comments. And I'm going to read some of these comments. They said 2 things can be true at one time. You cannot agree what someone is doing and have done, and also acknowledge the mistreatment is also wrong. That is one a blogger friend of mine's. Let me see if I can call him on the air. I haven't talked to this man in years. I haven't talked to him in years. Let's see if he answer. Because he commented under DL Whisperer. Let me see if he answered the phone. I haven't talked to this man in years. Let me see, because he commented under there. I remember because I had him on my radio show years ago. Okay, he not answering. He probably at work. I'm gonna tell him to call me ASAP. Give me 1 second, producers. Let me tell him to call me ASAP. Okay. Tasha, post the show number. What's the show number? Can somebody post that 972 number? I'm gonna tell my blogging friend. I haven't seen. He's a friend of the show. I haven't heard from him in years. I think the last time I reached out to him was in 2020. I think the last communication we had, February 14, 2020. That was the last time we talked. Let me send him the number. I think I have it. Oh, I have it over here. And then we will open up the phone lines once I do my commentary out here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to read some of these comments here. Okay. I'm going to have him to call in. Okay. So I called him. I'm waiting for him to call me back. And then we'll see what he had to say. And that's what he said. So they said, I agree. They said at Giovanni, I don't even believe this story. It seems like he's trying to get more funds for his GoFundMe. They said he has a case, so they said, and someone else posted, I don't know why he did. You don't either. Hearing he has, oh my God, the House of Virginia, I can only imagine his story on it. We all have the ifs, not defiant. His topic is problematic for those that like the type of the game. They're posting that this man have the House of Virginia. They're saying that the guards is telling other inmates that he have the House of Virginia. That is the rumor. We can't confirm that because we never seen this man records, but they said he had the or in the words of my producer, the House of Vermont. Okay. I mean, it's nothing to laugh about because if you do have the house in Vermont, if you do have that, you need your medication because you could be taken out. I had a friend that stopped taking his meds and he gone. I could show you his obituary. The man is gone. He stopped taking his meds. And I remember when I went to go visit him in the hospital, I had to have on my gown, my mask, everything. And his Viola was so low because he refused to take the medicine. He just stopped taking it. I say, you crazy. And he gone now. Because if you don't take that medicine, it can take you out. They said clearly y'all don't know how the jail or prison work. He don't control S in there, baby. They do. If he's not listening, he will be punished. If he's not eating, they consider that a hunger strike. And yes, you can be punished and put on even on the S word watch. They are responsible for his safety. And it's shady as F in jail and prison. There ain't no privacy. So if he had medical issues, inmates will find out and talk about it. That's not a HIPAA violation. That's just how inmates be meddling in each other's business. Anyway, because there's nothing to do in there but to be concerned with who's who and what's what. Is sad but true. I know this because I've been to prison. It's not for the weak or being no punk A word B word. Period. It's made for him to be comfortable and treated like a prince. It's just how it works in there. They see you as a criminal and as a number. But it is a violation of HIPAA if those guards is sharing his information. It is a violation of HIPAA. Period. You cannot do all of this type of stuff. It's a violation of HIPAA. Anyway, let's keep reading. Y'all really need to get off the gas. Ain't nobody coming to save this man. People trying to align him with the LGBTQ community. He wanted to be aligned with straight women. Straight women don't even accept him, his lifestyle, or his community. So how do y'all figure that we should be in his corner? This is a bad look for him alone. Like I said before, he made his bed. Now he has to lie in it. Another person comment, when you tell the truth, they try to silence you. This is just another way to silence what is going on in the world. Tell him, put me on the visiting list. I have been calling right now. This man is an angel. Black women, let's get together and show him all the love he has shown us. They said I was a CEO and everybody knows everything and everyone, especially with inmates, and all the information can be brought up in a computer database. Wow. They said, saying, I called twice myself and said, LOL. When the man thought no one of you women is to sleep with y'all man, now he an angel. That's the love he has shown y'all. LOL. You might as well call your man side chick and invite her over for dinner. Show her love for the effing your man. Get real. What? What is going on in these comments? Now, wait a minute. Now invite the side chick over for dinner since she F your man. These people go in these comments. Woo, okay. Angel trying to stalk and unalive. Oh, what? Stop calling. You're going to make things worse. They said, stop calling. Do not do that. What we can do is show up to his court date. Be a witness to all his live videos and send him money to eat. And pray for him. Do not keep calling the jail. I'm not sure why it's some kind of interference, but it's not the correct way to handle everything. Then somebody else said, call, and show up. Another viewer, I agree. Another viewer posts, I know, I have been missing his post while she in jail happening to him. Another viewer said, some of you may not want to hear this, but coming from someone that works in correction, calling up there isn't going to help him. It's only going to piss them off, and things will get worse. You don't have to take my word for it. I just wanted to put that out there. All you can do is pray for him. They said, this is sad, but I have to agree from experience close to my family. Another person posts, yes, and as someone who worked in corrections in Ohio, it really only made things worse for the person that's actually in jail. It is an unfortunate situation. Right now, the best thing for him is to be still, pray. Social media isn't going to fix this. Another person said, and you, ma'am, are part of the problem. Me nor her said anything wrong. Go ahead. The Georgia correction ain't nothing to play with. They're making it worse for him, and I feel for him. I really do. Because no one deserves to be treated less than human. You have a blessed day. Another person commented under there and said, and I don't argue with those with lesser IQ than myself. LOL. They're going to learn the hard way. Judges and prosecutors are watching. It is an election year. I pray for them. Another person comment, I've been to prison and I was thinking the same. The only time it helped when my dad called up there is because it was an officer he was friends with. Our water line has been busted to our pod for days, so our toilets wasn't able to flush, and we were having to S-word in bags, and was able to get the lieutenant to come take me up front to use the restroom because I couldn't do it in a bag. No one else did any. They just held it for days. It sucked. And so I was thinking the same thing. So we're going to open up these phone lines. Okay, we're going to open up these phone lines. Let me get the phone lines together, open up. This is definitely something. I'm not going to call the jail on the broadcast because I tell the jail that I'm recording. And since Illinois, I believe Illinois is a two-party recording state, so I can't call them on the air or whatever. And I'm not going to call them verbatim. I'm just not going to do it. The reason why I'm not going to do it is because it's going to make matters worse for him, and I don't want to do that and make matters worse, and they're not feeding him and all that stuff. So I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to do it at all. But we will open up these phone lines if you want to call in. Let's put the number on the screen here. If you want to call in and give your thought across, now is the time to call in. This is really something. So let me read some of these comments. So call in 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462. Love you too. Thank you. They said free him now. T.S. Madison is a whole B word for this. Okay, we got a phone call. Good morning, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
I'm feeling disturbed that the DO Whisperer is having a bad time because, from my understanding, hundreds of phone calls was made to the jail. So I'm like, this is a mess.
Yeah, you're right. It's a lot going on with that, and I mean, the more you just never know who knows who to just make things worse for you, and it could be a crappy jail, or holding place for them, but you just never know who knows who in there. So I hope I hope, that, he continue to pray and keep his head up, and they'll give him a bond, hopefully they'll give him a bond next month. But like you said earlier, I'm not going to call up there and make things worse for him and do this and do that, because I'm not there to know what's really going on. Heck, I'm not even in that state to even know what's going on. But I will continue to send out healing energy out towards him. As far as Tank and Tyrese goes, it was a very great versus. Great, I loved it. I hope they go on tour because I will be buying a ticket. As far as Tokyo Toni suing Armon, I pretty much laughed at it because I'm like, girl, it's literally on your page. I went to her page when I saw that you was talking about Tokyo Toni and that Marvin Gaye piece. I went to her page and there goes that video. So it's like, if you're going to sue Armon, you're going to sue Storm, then you also need to sue the Neighborhood Talk, because that is where the bloggers of the internet got the storyline from. They got it from the Neighborhood Talk, and then they took what the Neighborhood Talk posted and they did their commentary. So it's like, you saying Armon and Storm, you really need to be going to the head of it, which is the Neighborhood Talk. But you cannot sit in your lawyer's office or trying to seek legal representation, and the first thing you do is lie. Girl, we all knew what you was talking about. And you cannot sit here and say, oh, it was this. You can't even say you wasn't even talking about Black China because you said her name. You can't even say like you didn't mean that in a threatening way when you said you was going to sit there and let the ooze, whatever, the liquid stuff that's inside of your body ooze out on the floor. And you're going to call the police and say, and you're willing to take whatever consequences that comes with that. Like, no, ma'am. And this further proves what we've been saying, is that the lady has a mental problem. She's schizophrenic. She has bipolar disorder. Because how in your mind you think that you're right? Or it's like, do you not remember the things that you're doing? Are you like doing stuff and then you're waking up the next morning not remembering that you sat online and you did all that? Like, this is going to be an easy case. And if I was Storm or Armon, I would entertain this mess and then countersue her behind and see if they could put in some type of request to either have her seek mental health treatment and ban her from the internet. She needs to be put up somewhere. Like, she needs to be put up in the old folks home or something, or she needs to have some type of guardian or caretaker, because she definitely demonstrate bipolar. She act like them women from them Lifetime movies, from them Tubi Lifetime movies. Like, they're crazy. Like, they're so crazy, but then they can switch it on and act like a regular civilian and blink of an eye. Them the people you got to look out for. So for Tokyo Toni to be wasting them lawyer people time with that foolishness and them lies, she needs to be held responsible for that. But she better be careful before she gets sued. But I hate what's going on with DL Whisper, because I don't feel like he deserved all that. But like I said before, you can't tell nobody how to react when something is being done to them, whether they the villain and the victim at the same time or not. So, but that's all I gotta say. I just was appalled by Tokyo Toni. I was taken back, and I'm like, yeah, that lady needs a guardian. She needs a guardian. She needs somebody. She needs that Wendy Williams treatment. They need to put her up in a room somewhere and give her a little medication, her 3 meals a day, have her watch a little TV every now and then, take her outside to do some pickleball or something like that. And they need to take her cuckoo bird behind back in her room. She needs that Wendy Williams treatment. Period. Point blank. Enough. She acting like Jag. Enough is enough. And that's all I gotta say.
And she used to be real cool with Jag at one point too.
I mean, cuckoo birds sticks together, baby.
Cuckoo birds sticks
together.
Definitely stick together. It's really sad because I'm really seeing when people are saying Toni is suing and stuff like that. I do agree that they do need the countersue, but I don't think the lawsuit on anyway because she ain't got the money to be serving them with pay. Right then and there. That's $1,000 because you had to get a person serving the service.
You know she got that OnlyFans stuff and ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. You know, dope fiends, you never see a dope fiend broke before because they always got the money to buy that good. A person with no car. Allegedly, we ain't calling nobody no dope fiends. Nobody's a dope fiend. We just comparing. That's just like a person with no car. You always see them all over the place, but they don't got no car. You know what I'm saying? It's always the ones that look a little homeless a little bit. They always can find resources to get what they want. So, I'm not saying she don't got no money or nothing. I just feel like whoever take on her case, they got to be looking for clout because you can easily go online and go on her page to see what she was talking about. Case denied, case dropped. Stop wasting everybody's time. Go get you a guardian. Go get you a guardian. Go seek therapy. Because at this point, she's taking it too far. She knew exactly what she meant when she said that Marvin Gaye piece. You knew exactly what that meant. And I feel like that may have hurted somebody in the background that ain't online, that may have said something, and now she back, now she online, cat popping, trying to renege what she say, she might mess around and say it was AI like Jag did. Oh, it was AI, it wasn't me. She might mess around and say that, but it's on her page. It's on both of her page.
Thank you so very much for giving your point of view.
Thank you, Wiley. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
They say, somebody posted here, yes, free him. On these comments, they said, yeah, y'all need to stop calling up there then. Someone said, what's his medical condition? Somebody said, y'all already know. Oh, they have that posted this man medical stuff. We ain't gonna say it, but they posted it all up on there. They say, I know jail food isn't the best, but why isn't he eating something? I know you can get to order commissary. I know he must surely have money on his books so he can order what he likes off the list so he can eat something. Don't starve yourself. He needs the strength to fight his case. They say, I seen a post that said he was vegan. They said, if y'all really concerned, this definitely this time to say something. We praying for you. Somebody said, really? Ben Crump? Exactly. They said, Ben Crump wouldn't touch this case with a 10-foot pole. This would totally tarnish his brand and firm because all the footage and evidence he would bear come close to this. Now, will he refer him to another firm? I'm not sure. But reach out to his staff and let us know what he says. Is the news is the news station brought out as well? If they're not, I'll report it to them. If they are, then contact somebody on the Today Show or the Morning Show. He's going to have to get moved completely out of Georgia. He can't. He have an open case. He can't get moved out of Georgia. This is a state case. They said keep documented so he can sue they A-word. They said prayers and support goes out to you. Someone else posted on there, you need to talk to the human rights lawyer because that sounds like he is being violated. The only person that should be passing meds to inmates is a nurse or a certified med aide. Let me pause that for a second. When I was in jail, it was a beautiful, thick nurse that was serving us. It smelled good, looked good, brown skin, that was serving us our meds. It was a beautiful, thick nurse. It wasn't no guard. That was a nurse. She was serving, not serving us, but passing out the med. Well, you can say serving, giving out our medicine. And I made sure I was The first one in that line, every man called shit. Hey, good morning, Mr. Wiley. She would call me by my last name. Yeah, mama, shot to the Baha. They say, y'all know the system is a part of this, but I will keep calling until justice free DL. Somebody else comment, contact the news station and get a good criminal defense attorney. Somebody said, oh man, I'm praying for Laquan. I hope your conditions change and you're back home soon with family and friends. Somebody else said he will be fine. Somebody else said, I wrote the judge. Let's go to the... Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wally. I was waiting for you to finish reading the comments, but I have to call in.
Okay.
So, about the DL Whisper, why no one is getting in contact with Kelly Mizrahi? Because she was calling up there when Erica Kane was in prison, was in jail, getting abused by the guards, or they mistreated her because she was trans, and they went to Albany, to my recollection, and protest. They got on the bus and protest. Is it discrimination because he's not a trans? That is Kelly Mizrahi.
But Kelly Mizrahi's situation is different, though. But like, what?
It doesn't matter. She's supposed to be an advocate. Is she only an advocate for the trans?
Probably so. Do you think she would be an advocate for the DL Whisper, knowing that what he said about T.S. Madison?
It doesn't matter. She's an advocate. It's a job. It's a job.
I'm hearing that T.S. Madison said if y'all put money on his books, it's going to go towards her legal fees. So that to me is kind of dirty too. I'm like, woo.
This to me, because this is serious. People in jail do get discrimination against. They get treated bad. This is a time that we need to stand together, not post it in the comments, not comment. You guys go up there and visit him. He's allowed to get visitation. And
I believe it's not in-person visitation. From my understanding, someone said it's video visitation, and he would have to file a request to put you on the list. When it comes to this, do you feel
COVID is over? Why is it only a video?
Even in Las Vegas, it was the same thing. They only had video visitation. They didn't have in person.
But COVID is over. Why there's no
I think
what is going on in Georgia?
I think it's cheaper for the jail system because you don't have to like transport them to a room and have guards in that room. You could do everything on a video.
That should not be. That should not be. They need to investigate that as well.
Well, would you call the jail instead of for the DL Whisperer? I'm gonna have to call a jail on this broadcast to see.
Call. How we know it's not the Maddie? What she call her people? The Maddie.
She called it the Maddie Mob, and you know they probably call it
they're
too.
They're not the ones calling to cause chaos.
Child, it's a mess.
How we don't know? How we know it's not them?
It's a mess. A hot mess.
Well, you don't have to call in and be shady and be messy, child.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I feel bad for him.
Can somebody send me the jail number of the jail? Send me the jail number so I can call them. If y'all can send me the jail number, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Icon. But I do feel like y'all should go out there and protest for him. But again, he live in Georgia. If y'all would to give me my flight and hotel, say I'll go out there and I'll protest and go to the state capitol and something like that. But I need the coins to do it. I can't do it for free. I would have to have room and board for at least an Airbnb and all that.
Yes, and also, what do the jail expect? He's a high-profile internet person.
Yeah, he's a high-profile internet person. When I was in jail, I could tell like they were watching videos.
People going to call, so they have to get used to it. I mean, It happens on Bigo.
And then he told the person to call. Like, he told whoever's writing on the DL Whisperer behalf, they said they instructed us to call the jail, to call the state representative,
Absolutely.
to call the
He
governor.
wanted to be known. So call.
That's what they said.
And
Call,
so
call,
he
call.
got food, and that's strange. Why he still have not received commissary? He's been in there for a while.
But they saying that now that makes sense. They said whatever you said on the books is going towards T.S. Madison legal fees because he had to pay her legal fees.
I mean, he has to pay it either way. But why not send it? Send the money so she could get paid.
If you send him like $100, that $100 going off his commissary books, the T.S. Madison legal fees, meaning that he's not getting no money on his books.
That's bull crap. That's bull crap. The money don't automatically go. What type of thing is this?
It's even the same. Listen, if you get a request from the court that you have a debt of legal fees, they can use that. A T.S. Madison lawyer can go to the court and get that commissary money towards the thing. That happened the same thing with R. Kelly when he had like $30,000, $20,000 on his book. They took it off to pay those victims and to pay his child support payments.
Okay, but we have a lot of doctors here, not necessarily in your room, but like the B sector, like this a Republic record, correct?
I agree.
We need to find out about that because
I need to see how we can find out and get them jail calls. Somebody said in the chat, why do you better leave that alone? This is content that is bigger than you, and folks will hear your voice when the call is released. Well, they can hear my voice. You don't know what I'm gonna say on the call though. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? They said he don't have family. I don't know. It's just, where is Tasha K? This is bad though. If they are spreading his information, and if he do have the 3 letters, it's embarrassing. It's sad, that is out, because we never knew nothing about his health, because he never talked about that. But
well, that's lawsuit. All he has to do is just document everything, write his grievance.
I believe so, and then he need to get his lawyer involved.
Paper trail.
He just had to have a paper trail, but the people is calling and stuff like that. So, y'all send me the jail number, and I'm gonna call too. And send me the jail number.
Just while we sorry to cut you up, I'm about to go back in the bushes. As long as you call, hey, I'm a block. You do commentary and you want to know information. You're streaming. Just as long as you say your stream, you know how to play it. Just
y'all won't hear the call, but y'all just hear me talking because I don't want y'all to hear what they have to say. But I really want y'all to pray for him. But T.S. Madison, this is not her fault. He could have easily just left T.S. Madison alone, and now he had to deal with these consequences. I thank God that I wasn't mistreated in the jail. They treated me well. The food was nasty, but they did have some delicious cookies. I was able to eat cookies, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and
yum.
Yes, it was good. It was some good cookies in there. And I met an author that wrote a book called Bar None. He was amazing. He's beautiful. I'm about to say he's amazing in bed. I don't know if he's amazing in bed. Hopefully he is. But he was an amazing author because I read his book in jail. But this is really sad for the DL Whisperer. This is pretty sad for the DL Whisperer. But again, we will be making a phone call and everything to see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I wish him luck. So it's court next month, right?
I don't know. His court ain't next month. He still don't have a court date.
What in the world?
That man still don't have a court date of a trial date because he want to go to trial.
Oh wow!
So that's what I'm saying. This is quite interesting.
Yeah, something in the bleachers, bleach or something in the milk.
So, should people call T.S. Madison and tell her to withdraw the order of protection?
Yes.
But I don't think she gonna do that. Not even Dominique, because y'all talking about he was saying that she going to jail and all that. It's too late.
She
See,
is going to jail.
you got to be careful what you do. Like honestly, this wasn't
she
working.
Is going to jail, Wally.
Huh?
She is going to jail.
But my thing is this. He's already in jail. That's something like because Dion's in jail. Dominique is still doing cons because she's not pressed about it. Because she never said like I'm going to jail. I'm about to go to jail. She's not pressed about it. She ain't. I ain't hear her like being pressed about it. She up there posting music, posting videos. I'll be following Dominique on Instagram. She not pressed saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going to jail. Oh yeah, this is gonna." She not pressed about it at all. Neither is T.S. Madison. But I am sad that he's not getting the proper good treatment in jail. You know what I'm saying? I do give sympathy on that. Yeah. And if he's not eating, he's not going to last a year in jail. Somebody said you can't last that long. You can last long without eating, but it can cause problems. If you already got medical problems and you on medication, you have to eat because that's going to hurt you in the long run too. So it's just sad.
Yeah, but Wally, you just asked the question with T.S. Madison withdraw. I poll a question. T.S. Madison, what do you
actually he got two. It's T.S. Madison and Dominique. He got 2 restraining orders. Let's put that. He got 2. Not just with T.S. Madison, he got one with Dominique got one against him too.
But we're speaking about T.S. Madison at this because he's in jail because of T.S. Madison.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So let's poll a question.
Actually, for both. Actually, for both, because they were talking about Dominique and T.S. Madison in that video. I think for both.
Oh wow! Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was just for T.S.
No, I think it's for both.
Poll a question for both of them. What would it cost for them to drop the case?
So, that's
He'd
that.
probably be like,
I'm blind. Listen, I will ask that question. Because it's a good question. I'm going to email T.S. Madison. Let me see what's her email. Let me go to the email real quick.
You probably want a big ass apology from T.
Because I still got her manager, our former manager, email. Let me go to my emails and see real quick. Do I still have her email address? T.S. Madison. I'm just pulling up some emails here. Let me know if y'all can still hear me and see me real quickly. Wow. Okay. So what I will have to do. Okay, wait a minute. I see interview requests. Interview. The last time I reached out to T.S. Madison. Wow. The last time I reached out to T.S. Madison was in 2018. So let me email her now. Hey, Maddie.
But Wally, make sure you put in your email. You're reaching out to her, not through no third party. You're reaching out to her.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Hey man, I'm wondering what would it take?
Yeah.
Withdraw your on the DL Whisperer. This is I am not speaking on his behalf.
No, correct.
I'm just
so the girls are trying to
asking because he is being mistreated in jail. Okay, I sent it to her. Okay, let's see if she'll respond to the email. I sent it to her. I'm just being media here. I'm just being media here. Because again, this is serious. He lost weight. They're spilling his tea in the jail. They're serving him cold food in retaliation of this situation. I never talked to the DO. I don't have his number. I never talked to him. So I'm not speaking on his behalf. And if she say Wiley reached out because the DO told him to reach out, I'm going to go to that judge. I said, Judge, ma'am, that was Boosie Booze. I had nothing to do with it. So don't put me in. I will take the Greyhound to that courthouse and say, Your Honor, she lied. I did that on my own accord. I got a show. And
Okay.
I just want to know, what would it take? He didn't tell me. I would have made that perfectly clear. I haven't talked to the DO Whisperer. Never talked to that man. Never. Just my heart aches for the fact that he's locked up and he's being mistreated. And it's just
because you would do it for her basically as well if she was locked up being mistreated.
Yeah, that's like for anybody, because I would want somebody to do that to me if I'm losing weight and not eating. Because so with me, I lost weight, but I still ate the breakfast and the cookies. So it wasn't that I wasn't eating at all for like 2 months. No, because that's not good. Like, say for instance, I didn't went to jail, never ate nothing. Just drink. I will have medical conditions. You know what I'm saying? No telling. I'll probably have to be hooked up to IVs. So, but I did eat the cookies and I did eat the breakfast, the peanut butter, the jelly, and I ate the frosted flakes. It was good. You know, that was decent. And then the hamburgers they would serve like pretty much on Fridays or every other Friday, they would have like hamburgers. So it was a decent amount of meals, but just not eating at all is quite sad. He's already a skinny guy. So I did send that. So let's say that you respond to the email. Don't get mad at me. I'm media. So I'm media.
Absolutely. But I'm about to jump back in the bushes, Wally. But I do want to say this before I go. This would be amazing if you, a part of the community, and Kelly Mizrahi would mediate.
That's
and
true.
Ask T.S. Madison.
I need Kelly Mizrahi information. I'll reach out to her too.
And ask T.S. Madison and Dominique. You guys need to come together as a community and just drop this. Like, mediate this outside of the court. And that being said, I'm jumping back in the bushes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Let me call T.S. Madison former manager. Okay, it's forward to voicemail. It's not available. Okay. Hi, Giovanni Mac. This is the Wiley Show. I'm calling because T.S. Madison said that you sent her passport to Tasha K. And I was wondering, was that the case? And I also was wondering if you can join me for a press conference because we're trying to get the DL Whisperer out of jail and everything like that. I was wondering, can you be one of their featured speakers for the virtual press conference? I also will be making a phone call to Kelly Mizrahi for a virtual press conference. So again, you can sell like your t-shirts, you can put your cash apps on there. It will be on via StreamYard. So if you are available, you can hit me up at this number, 773-641-8742. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Okay. Let me get the jail. What jail is he in? Because somebody sent me the jail number. Because I will call the jail. They said, free DL. Why is he still in jail like WTF? Imagine trapping someone who made D threats, then complaining treatment of a prisoner. And you girls still not safe from, I can't say that, that's something. They said he's still locked up. He can't make bail, don't have one. I'm confused. They said they denied bail twice. As far as I know, they won't give him one. They denied due to the overwhelming evidence, especially the voice recordings. The case will be dragged out. It could take up to a year to get a new court date. It could be possibly that year he could be behind bars with a restraining order for 1 year and be out when the restraining order is over. So that could be working in his favor. But if he's not eating, I don't think he will be able to survive a year in jail or more. They say he's still speaking on T.S. Madison under a gag order. I don't know who he got the audio or if he was on live, but I heard audio of him said stuff against TS. Say he wanted to run. TS, what? Over with his what? See, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't see. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful what you say. That's because somebody said it was recorded where he still was saying some stuff towards TS. I can't confirm or deny that, but they said some may not want to hear this, but jail is like, what did you think it was going to be? They put him in solitary confinement for his safety. Like, come on, y'all, ain't slow. He's known for pushing buttons, so why leave him in general population to be deleted or R-word? They said free him. They said this is a sign, baby. I hate this happen, but good luck and air sign to never be crossed. I need my producers to give me the jail phone number. Producers, go to my community wall, find the jail number, and send me the jail number. Please do so. Thank you so very much. They said keep him in jail, period. And now y'all certainly care about HIPAA. Now y'all want to be lawyers. He was online disrespectful, messy, speaking on everybody else's life, spreading narratives, spreading chaos. Now y'all want to cry privacy? When it's about him, pick a side. You cannot spend all day exposing, talking, and speculating about other people, then turn around and act like privacy matter when it hits home. That's not how that worked. This was never about protection. It was never about the truth. It was about having a space to be loud, hateful, and unchecked. Because let's be real, when it comes to trans, women, or DL, y'all be the first ones in the comments, loud and ready. But when it's something uncomfortable about somebody y'all support, suddenly it's silence or excuses. That selective outrage is very telling. Meanwhile, he was the one here escalating situations, making threats, creating chaos. That's part of y'all. That's the part y'all keep skipping over. The internet has been a lot more peaceful without that energy. Leave him where he's at. They said keep him in jail, period. Stop saying he was protecting black women. Protecting y'all from what when none of this is new? Y'all already knew y'all already knew what was going on. He didn't expose anything. He just made hate loud and acceptable. That was never about protection. This was about having a space to disrespect trans women without being checked. That's why y'all so loud about freeing him. He was riding past people's homes, making threats, posting it online, incriminating himself. This is not protection. This is dangerous. And y'all ignore all of that just to stay focused on drama that fit your narrative. That says everything. Constantly speaking on trans women, arguing about who is what, staying pressed about other people's lives does not make you look strong. Speaking. Yes. Yes. What is about? This about a bill? Okay. Well, I don't have it right now. I'm going to be auditioning to do a comedy show, so I got to see if I can get the coins and stuff like that. But right now, I'm broke as broke can be. That like TLC said. So right now, I ain't got it. The only thing I have right now is my mouth and to do my comedy show. If people get tickets and stuff, I'm thinking about calling my auntie Tasha K because she got a GoFundMe page up to pay off her debt. And see if she could get how much was that amount that I owe 200 and what $245. I'm gonna see her reach out to her and see if Tasha K can let me borrow the $245 because you know she owed Cardi B $4 million, and this is just. I'm just saying she owed Cardi B $4 million.
For what?
Cause she lied on Cardi B and said Cardi B had the bumps, that Cardi B had dirty blood, and yeah, so she had sued her for $4 million.
Wow.
So I don't have a 245, but I will ask the people to help me. I'm thinking about going on the street and get like a hat or a bucket and have the people donate in there. Let's just see. Because right now I ain't got it. If I had it, it'd be paid. Because I'm tired of you bill collectors. Y'all call me all day, every day. I ain't got it. But one day I will have it.
That's right. Absolutely. And we're going to speak that into existence.
We're going to speak it into existence. So just keep calling me and just check in on me and everything. And I'll let you know how it is. I'm about to go get me a bucket. Well, I don't even have the money for a bucket. But I do got me a garbage bag. And I just put it out there on the street and had them to put the money in there so I can pay off the debt.
Yeah, I'll get you a little hat. The hat will work.
Yeah, I get a little hat and do all that type of stuff. That would be dope. So definitely help me. Thank you, sister. You sound so beautiful. Wow. So I'm gonna really work for that coin so that it help you. Because don't you get a commission once I pay off the debt? Don't that make you look good? So.
What? I work for such a great company. They pay me a good hourly, so I don't really have to worry about a commission. But
okay. But that still make you look good once they pay out, once they pay off the debt and stuff like that. So that makes you look good too. So yeah. Absolutely. So just keep calling me. I want you to keep calling me, so that I'll keep you updated. I'm waiting on Tasha K to respond right now. She's busy taking her child to the over there to Africa because she's trying to hide her child because she can't really raise her because she owe all that debt.
Okay, well, I'll get this updated for you, Mr. Wally. On my call, I do have to show that I have reached out and offered options to
okay. Account. Yes, you do.
I want you to know there is a settlement offer of $157.88 in our own.
Oh, $157. Okay. How long that settlement offer of $157 gonna last? How long that settlement offer is gonna be?
It's not gonna expire. I'm gonna put it on your account and leave it there.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. All right. Okay.
What's your comedy name?
Wiley, the Wiley Show.
You up. I don't know if you're on YouTube or
whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna like your post and everything, and good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
And everything that you do. We do have the market as no arrangement today.
Okay.
18809 Lena Street, Apartment 4302.
Yeah.
In Dallas, Texas 75287. And the Wiley Show at gmail.com. That's still a good email.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And did you have any other questions for me before you and I?
No more questions. Just pray for me. This is a statement. Just pray that I get that coin.
Absolutely. You're going to get it. We're going to speak it into existence.
Okay.
Making my call and making me laugh. I appreciate it. You're good at what you do.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mr. Wiley.
Bye-bye. So, you just never know who's going to call. Calling me on some coin. I want to be trying to see. This is why. Why y'all calling me? I ain't got it. But one day I'm going to have it. Do y'all got Tasha K number so I can get some of that GoFundMe? Yeah, that lady called me and she started laughing. I'm like, I ain't got it. If I had it, them bills will be paid. These bill collectors been calling me forever. They call me all in Texas and Augusta. Oh, Lord Jesus. And I know T.S. Madison said he doing all that calling and he in debt. So wait. We do have a response. So the response is this. T.S. Madison said this. Hello. Please do not message our company regarding any legal matters that require the required partner. Madison is pursuing this through legal system and trust legal process. Any communication regarding this will be turned over to our team lawyer. Oh Lord! I'm just trying to help you. Don't send that over to that team lawyer. Listen, all I'm saying, what can be happening to withdraw the restraining order? Why are you sending it over to the legal people? And that man didn't tell me to email T.S. Madison to the legal people. No, I emailed her on my own accord. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh Lord, they said they'll give you the option to pay less. I didn't know. Yeah, they'll give it to you. Yeah, if you ask for it. And I'm like, what I understand? Like they gonna send it to a lawyer. Let that lawyer call me. I was like, I don't know. They said I do it, and they probably still put you in the paperwork. Put me in the paperwork. I ain't did nothing. I'm media. I said, what would it take to withdraw the restrainer? What would it take? I'm trying to work out a deal, you know? Put me in that paperwork, child. I'm going to that judge say, Your Honor, I had nothing to do with it. Only thing I was saying was, what would it take? I'm just watching it from the sideline. I'm cockeyed. I'm disabled veteran. What would it take? They answered that email fast. They answered that email fast. They said, you need to clip that call and post it. Yes. You just never know. I love y'all so much. But again, we're trying to get the information to help the DL Whisperer to get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? But he needs to do right. See, don't talk about her coming out as a changed man. With me, I think he need to come out in a red suit with a bow tie. He need to do church services. He need to pray. He need to get baptized and come out different. You don't need to be coming out talking about, they said, now you in the mess. How I'm in the mess? I'm in the mess because I'm just the media. Like, this doesn't make no sense, child. Now I'm in the business mess. Oh, Lord Jesus. We just like, what? Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, we moving forward. Okay. But again, this is full of sad, y'all. This is full of sad. You are a real one for this. This is full of sad. But anyway, y'all heard the debt collector. We in debt. We need y'all donations. Okay. We definitely need y'all donations. So hit the Cash App and everything like that. We will call the jail, but we will do that off camera. We will call the jail. And I'm going to see how can I come visit him on the video call just to pray for him. Honestly, in all seriousness, let's bow our heads and let's pray right now. In the name of Jesus, let's go to prayer. Father God, we ask that you watch over Laquan, that you heal him in his body, that you work with him and give him strength while he's in jail, that the COs don't do no harm to him. Do not serve him cold food, that the staff cook a good, nutritious meal, vegan, and that he can eat that good nutrition vegan meal in the name of Jesus. That you watch over him, that you cover him from the crown of his head to the sole of his feet. Do that in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God. Amen. Hello? Okay. I thought that was somebody. Okay. They said how the internet is peaceful. So they said how it is people and we gotta what? Yeah, it's not peaceful. So we definitely pray for him. And hopefully like he gets the help that he needs, y'all. In all seriousness, we hope that he gets the help that he needs, honestly. We are praying for him because it is very serious. You know, if you have an open case, it's just very, very serious that he gets the help that he needs, honestly. I don't have the jail number for that. Let me see if I can. Do I have it right here? What is the jail that he's in? And I'm going to just try to call while we on the air. No, that's not it. I almost have to call the wrong number. Okay. Wait, is this it? Oh, wait a minute. We got another update. So they said free him till it's backwards. Trust and believe we are documented everything. Everyone will be held legally accountable for every crime committed against him, especially the people who lied to say he violated the protective order. He did not violate it. It was an attempt to silence him because a certain somebody is about to do prison time very soon and don't want the internet to know. Well, they'll be doing even more time after their jail for lying in court and providing false documentation. We don't care about the laughing. We don't care about the jokes. We don't care about the witchcraft. All the root work you're doing ain't going to get you nowhere. Documentation is being kept. Accountability is coming. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, they just got a whole update. What? Ooh, child. That was like a whole update. They must be watching the show to update. Listen, I'm not going to, somebody said, Wild is behind the deal whisperer account. That ain't me. I'm not on no deal whisperer account. That is not me. If it was me, I would say it, but no, it ain't me. That's his friend. I don't think his friend should be posting that. That's something. I don't think he need to be posting. He or she don't need to be posting that. Because that could be towards the harassment. Like, oh my gosh. Even though you ain't said no names, but okay. She gonna use that towards the court. Hello? Yes, I'm trying to see how to visit an inmate in the jail. Do y'all have in person or is it just on online? And I was wondering because one of the people I have a brother that's locked up behind bars, and I was wondering, do y'all do give people vegan options for food? Because he said he haven't ate in a long time. Do y'all do vegan options if they're vegan? Also, y'all do have dietary things that go back. Okay, because he was saying that he wasn't served nothing but cold food and that he's a vegan and everything. So I was just wondering, do y'all do like vegan and stuff and everything like that? So I was just trying to understand that. But other than that, it's just to visit him. I have to just do it online. Oh, it's no in-person visit, so everything is online. So do y'all have to approve it, or do he have to approve it? How do that process work? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, then he will have to approve and everything. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much, Rest. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Okay, I didn't say his name. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want him getting over our trouble. Oh, somebody send me a cash out. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Ooh, child, you love y'all. But, of course, let me reach out to T.S. Matt to see if I can get her an interview. Okay. Why not? We here. We just about our own business. That's all we doing. And y'all too. Okay. All right, so I just sent another email to get her on the show. Why not? That's even better than in person. He could do a video call. Yes, and so we'll be reaching out to him and stuff like that. It is really sad though. It is, but I'm on Team Maddie on this because if you come by my house, do all this, I'll be following the same thing. So I listen. Like he had chance. Only thing he had to do was just leave Maddie alone. That's all he had to do. and leave Dominique alone. Oh, it was so much content. He could have put me on the video. We could have talked about DL people, and I could have talked about the experience of me dealing with DL preachers or something. It didn't have to turn into going against T.S. Madison or Dominique. You know what I'm saying? Even though T.S. Madison, she said what she said about me, whatever, but she's still a beautiful woman. And she said she only dates straight men. And this is a key word, y'all. Listen to this key word. They identify as straight. Child. Yes. I'm here for it. I only date straight men too, because it was okay. I only date straight men too. Okay. It was the straight man that I saw today. I'm like, woo. But I should have just threw on my wig. Yeah, it did some straight men that like that. Okay, this is what they're using, you guys. They identify as straight. So that's what they're saying. But I guarantee you that straight man ain't gonna tell his baby mama or his wifey or his girlfriend that he's sleeping with a trans woman. I don't think so. But if you identify as straight, that's your prerogative. So she said they straight men. And that's how they identify. Because everybody get into this whole identify as. And I was like, if he identifies as straight, that's his prerogative. Yeah, okay. I sent an email and all that type of stuff. So we reaching out to people and saying, man, was woman. This time that we living in, you can send money on here too. Okay. But you have to create an account. Y'all, this is fun. This was a fun live. I know I'm going to get dragged. This is what it is. I'm going to get dragged or whatever. So it is what it is. I get dragged and, we handle it from there. Anybody else want to call in from that type of way? But they say it's straight. So they say a man who likes men. But at best, if you like men and women, at best, you will be bi. If you like men and women, at best, you would be bi. At best. But if you dealing with somebody that got the same thing between your legs, I don't necessarily think that you are straight. But if you identify as that, that's your identification. But I wonder, do you even share that to everybody else and say, hey, I sleep with women and I also sleep with trans women. So do you even share that part? And most times they don't care along sleep with you as long as their baby mama or their baby mama don't know, or their girlfriend don't know, or their mom don't know, or their sister don't know, or their family or friends don't know, or associates don't know. So they won't mind that. You know what I'm saying? But you already heard that what the other what was the guy named? Magic Johnson, EJ, I believe, said that all he attract is straight men. He's not attracted by gay men. So I'm like, all right. They say I don't partake in the delusion of this. Yeah, but again, this is what people have to. Woo, you in the chat today? Where you been? Look at this moderator came up out the bushes. I haven't seen her. I'm like, what? She came today. I haven't seen, like, what? You in the chat? Hello, it's me. Hello. Wait a minute. Oh, we got 2 cash up today. Thank you. I heard you all been looking for me. Here I go. No, EJ is straight. I mean, not straight. I don't listen. He said I think he goes by non-binary. So it's they. I think they go by non-binary. Or is thinking the same thing about, I think they go by non-binary. EJ is they go by they go by non-binary. And also we got Venmo too. I love Venmo. Venmo. Thank you for the Venmo. And we also have the Cash App too. Well, listen, it's so much because when I was coming up, It was the LGBT. Now it's the LGBTQ plus. So it's some adding on to that. I'm just, I don't know everything. I listen. I only know what I like. I like men. I like women. That's what I like. I'm with you. I'm trans financial. I'm broke, but I identify as I felt that. I identify as wealthy. Sir T.O. Neighbor say, I identify as wealthy. Sir T.O. Neighbor say that. I identify as wealthy. I love that. I'm trans financial. I identify as wealthy. Now we talking about something. Now we talking about something. Now you didn't post something right there and there. I identify as wealthy. Okay. But yeah, I talked to you. You talked about something and everything like that. We definitely talking about something. Okay. All right. Yes. You should identify as wealthy. That is something that now that I got it. You got me there. You got me there. Love y'all. Love y'all for y'all support. This was great. Oh, let me see what about her t-shirt order. Let me talk about her t-shirt order. Let me see real quick. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you identify. Y'all don't get involved in all that. Because again, I respect people. I had a friend, she was trans and she moved to Texas and she was with this dude and this dude deleted her. And one of my other trans friends, Chicago, she brought Trey in her home. We was on Facebook watching it, and she did not tell him that he was on Facebook Live. So people from his hood or whatever knew that he was there, and this person that the home he was at was trans or whatever. So it got out. Long story short, it got out. He went back to the same house he was in there, having fun with her, laughing and smoking. They doing all type of stuff, and he deleted her in her own house. And it's real sad. I miss her because I had interviewed her on my radio show, and that was like years ago. And yeah, and I miss her. And the other trans friend, I remember when she was just transitioning, and we had like slept together or whatever. And I was like, so you transitioning? And she was like, yeah. And then she moved. Then we lost touch or whatever. And then I heard that she moved to Texas. And somebody posted some information that she had passed, and it was because a person went on and deleted her, got mad or whatever, didn't pay her for her services. She got mad at him, and whatever the case may be. Long story short, he deleted her. So it's real quite sad. It was another sister, trans. She wasn't a friend, but she was somebody in Texas or whatever. And the dude like was fighting her, and it went viral. And then someone else outside of that situation she was with, and they got mad and deleted her, and that went viral. Everybody was talking about even the Prince. I think it's Prince, the Prince with the black lady. He even made a statement about her, Melisha. I think that was her name. And for years on my Facebook page, on my second Facebook page, I had her as my profile picture. I recently just changed it, and I had it ever since she passed. I had her as my Facebook page picture, profile picture. So I just recently just changed my profile picture yesterday from it. So I think it was Malaysia or Malaysia, and I went to her funeral. So I went to her funeral, and yeah, it was real sad. You know, shout out to her mom. Her mom was sad about it, and it was just real terrible. So yeah, you know, that's what I tell people. Regardless of what you identify as, you should always, respect people. And if that's who you want to be with, don't get mad because you come to your conscience, you regret. You're like, oh, you knew what you were doing when you slept with a trans woman, and just respect. That's why I always gender, always respect your gender or your whatever gender that you feel that you are, I would address you as such. You have some people that don't want to do that. So shout out to cisgender women. And this is a division between cisgender women and trans women, or some people don't like the cisgender women, biological women. You can say that because there was some women in the chat, years ago was saying they're not a cisgender woman. They are a woman, a biological woman. So they said, why are we changing it? And I said, well, it's been changed by scientists. That term been around for decades, but because people didn't know, they felt like it was something that you're trying to change. So I always say shout out to biological women instead of using the term cisgender women. So you just found to be about that. So it's a lot of stuff that's even going on with the community. Speaking of trans, Olympics said they will test for and it was no trans women were ever was in the Olympics. But because of the tactics they're using it and doing all that type of stuff. Latavia, what? Okay, could you call in? Wait a minute. Do we have a story here? Call me. When she robbed y'all, Latavia, former R&B diva, her team stole money from our small town community monograph event. Check out our story. What was that story about? You can call in and tell your story. We live right now. I post a number in here. Tell us your story. Oh, okay. You said check the messages? What? Well, you have to tell me what the situation. Let me Google that. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Email me the information at WileyShow@gmail.com. Let me type her name in. I haven't heard from Latavia in so long. Wow. Let me see. What town was that in? You should call in while you at work. Tell them you gotta go to the bathroom. Give me a second. Where I'm at? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait. This is my first time hearing about Latavia. Well, I don't see nothing posted on it, so this must be a new story. When did that happen? They said a story of Queen to Latavia, what should have been well anticipated monograph event turned into a disaster of theft and fraud. What? Theft and fraud. You need to call in. and go on a bathroom break. Let me drop you a link. This is your moment. We got so many people watching. We got T.S. Madison in the bushes watching. Hey, this is why I don't like brushing off the air. This is all allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. Now wait a minute. Now this better not happen no years ago. This better be recent. But I do see that a post that you made was on the 13th. But I'm seeing on here on Lipstick Alley, they're saying that March 5th, picture R&B legend from the South, visionary nonprofit director, planning a special moment would have been a city talker for years to come. Sounds like nothing could go away, right? Wrong. Unanswered phone, text, email, bargaining connection ended up being caught in a crossfire of unprofessionalism. Don Lewis, the founder of as a crew re of Bridge, the Bridge Foundation, since the inception of 2022, the foundation mission is to bring together, the cultural community, for Mardi Gras 2023, crew made his debut at the Lake Charles Parade. Don Lewis as King, Letitia as Own Network, Bella Collective as Queen. Use to secure talent. For all purposes, so we refer to them as Jackie. Promotion of media has been done. Everyone excited began to bubble. Jackie comes hailing out of the 44s of Houston Northside, traveled the world being a part of one of the most successful singing groups. Unfortunately, the one feeling nostalgia R&B fandom didn't last long as things slowly went left. Jackie represented themselves as dependable and all about community. In the initial planning stage, Mr. Lewis have made his contribution known to high-ranking community members, business owners securing their interest, excitement to help produce the grandest Mardi Gras event in Houston of Lake Charles. The buzz was loud and clear. They said on October 24th, 2024, everything began to unravel. Jackie began to rescind with their communication, and excuses became the new normal. During this time, a change in reputation occurred without proper notification from Jackie. However, a contract have already been signed. Additionally, a deposit how much they pay her? As of January 20, 2025, all communication ceased and no response have been received from the leads. Mr. Lewis has believed that legal action will be enforced. 8 months of hard planning gone down the drain, and all the words see you in court earlier in their career. Jackie coin out lyrics, do you know where you're going to? Judging for how things are shaping out to be, Jackie's going to court and will continue to lay the shadows of her peers. Once the beats have started rattling, the saxophone blows his last note. Okay. So I'm just trying. Okay. So this is allegedly. Oh, wow. We trying to get him on the show, y'all. Hold on. But why would they book Latavia? No offense, but Latavia? I can understand Latoya. But Latavia, if somebody booked you or what you before, you shouldn't be doing that. You should not be scamming people. That's wrong. That is so wrong. That is so wrong to be scamming people. That is so wrong to be scamming people. They said that article is missing the meat and potatoes. Well, again, can you hit the link and call in, please? Pretty please, where is he at? Call in. Yeah, the Destiny Child one. Yeah, Destiny Child one. Let me see. Definitely need to call in and give your thoughts on it. Definitely call in. That is something. Definitely need to call in. And and give your thoughts. Okay. Yeah, that's the one that said home. Yeah, but it's still something. If somebody book you to if someone book you to be on their to have an event, you should show up and not scam them. This is not the first time we have talked about a scammer. If you go back to Saucy Santana, he actually scammed somebody too. He scammed a nonprofit organization. He actually scammed a nonprofit organization. And I'm just being real. Yeah, he definitely has scammed a nonprofit organization. And that's like way back in the day. And then paid up people didn't show up. They booked him and he didn't show up. And did not show up. Hey, did not show up. Let me go and look and see if they posted some more stuff for the DL Whisperer. While we live, while we here. This is why we don't rush. And I need to give me a better chair because, y'all, this chair is this hard chair. This hard chair. They said update. Let me see if they updated another post. Okay, no, they ain't updated another post. But let me read these comments on here. What is MC Shaking Al Finder? You covered that before he went in. I thought you see him post a video, but I didn't watch it. Yeah, he's out. He just can't go live. He said he will come on the show, but according to court orders, he's not allowed to do a live broadcast. I'm like, what? He's not allowed to do live broadcasts. So I probably will have to do a pre-recorded video. But he's not allowed to do live broadcasts. It said, keep him in prayer going forward. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a new chapter. This is under the DL Whisper post. God is still writing his story, and what the enemy meant for harm, God is turning for good. Stay encouraged and covered because God hasn't forgotten about him. He is still chosen, still loved, still has purpose, even in this season. Heavenly Father, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, I lift him up I lift him up to you right now. Come with your peace, strength, protection. Let no weapon form against him prosper. Every tongue that rises against him be condemned. Break every chain, every lie, every plan of the enemy sent to destroy him. Lord, step into the situation and bring justice, favor, divine turnaround. Renew him, guard his heart, and remind him that you are with him even in the darkest place. Devil, you have no authority here. You are defeated. Your plans are canceled in Jesus' name. The child of God is covered by the blood, and what you try to use to break him will build him. Lord, let this be a testimony. Turn this pain into purpose, the setback into a setup for something greater. And in Jesus' name, amen. They said, free that man. They wrong AF. They said they don't want him to break. In Jesus' mighty name, he will be given bond on his next court date. The lies will never stand up against the truth. I hope he knows his supporters are still here waiting for him to come home. Someone else posted, all I know is once the false allegations are proven false, y'all better sue for defamation. Anything else you can legally get them for. Wow. That's sad. Oh, Lord, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Let's read some more. Just will be had. Lies collapse under their own weight. Somebody said, I don't even know how they charge you with aggravated stalking if it doesn't fit the bill. Aggravated stalking occurs when the accused violates a court order, condition of a bond, parole, probation, or pretrial release. One of the most common reasons a person finds themselves charged with aggravated stalking occurs when a person is previously charged with domestic violence or battery and have no contact order related to the bond. If the person then has contact with the person, that will be considered aggravated stalking. Another example is that it is a temporary protective order issue, but the person ignores the order that internet incites the contact. then they could be charged with aggravated stalking. They say he has other open stalking cases with other individuals before the T.S. Madison. They said as if this person made a false word to get him locked up, which is what it seems like. That person could end up with more charges on him if they did it over state lines. That is a federal offense. Again, we are reading these comments off the DL Whisperer page, you guys. Who's ever in charge of the DL Whisperer page, they are definitely putting it on, making statements and doing all the good stuff. Like, again, we have never communicated with the DL Whisperer. We don't know what is going on behind closed doors because we're not there. But again, the person that is doing this, I know it's not the DL Whisperer because he don't have internet access in no jail. I don't think he got no computer in there. So this is coming from someone that say they are a friend of the DL Whisperer. Okay, let me read this. So they wrote this an hour ago. Free Quan, free the DL Whisperer. I'm breaking down what's happening to Naquan Palmer, DL Whisperer, Goodman County Adult Center. Okay, solitary confinement without due process. Quan has been placed in solitary confinement for 7 days for not eating. Under Georgia law, solitary confinement requires a written decision explaining the violation and hearing whether inmate can speak in their defense. Quan received neither. This violates the 14th Amendment right to due process. The turtle, illegal restraint chair threat. Quan was told if he doesn't eat, he'll be placed in restrained chair called the turtle. What? This is illegal. Multiple Georgia sheriffs have gone to federal prison for this exact behavior. Retaliation is illegal. The jail suggested he was put in solitary because people called to check on his safety. Punishing an inmate for outside call is retaliation and violate his First Amendment rights. But I also want to say he's vegan. If he eats what his body is accustomed to eating, they say it'll make him sick. They can't force him to eat that stuff. Actually, they can force him to eat it. Actually, they can. Let's go there. They said, right. And they can actually get from a vegan plate too. No different from making adjustment for inmates who just had detailed work done. I've been on the other side to see it. Peace and blessings. Exactly. His body would initially reject it. They say you're absolutely right. But if he wasn't ranting so much about people having harsh opinions, he wouldn't be in that situation. Somebody else posted he can't not eat. LOL, he's in jail. And 7 days don't count weekends. I support him, but we ain't gonna play. You ain't gonna play me in word. Might as well eat and knock the time out and cut the shenanigans. And said he'll have a good lawsuit. Somebody else said it really bothers me that he doesn't have a bond, lawyer or not. They said why is he incarcerated? Well, the alleged story was he went by T.S. Madison's house and allegedly they said shots wasn't fired, so that was a lie. It was on a live stream from his page, allegedly saying his followers were hyping him up to do such thing. I'm saying allegedly because this is a backstory that read upon, and it's all over social media. But you can check the court records and read the court arrest affidavit, and for what the findings were. I'm sending prayers for him because those are some strong charges. So he probably would need a good lawyer. I'm praying for his mental. Calling okay. That's not why he's in. He was on live outside T.S. Madison's house, threatening T.S. Madison. I don't recall shots being fired in the video I saw, but he definitely was outside the house. People are slow AF for recording crimes. But then this also was recorded on her dash cam, on her camera. So even if he didn't record it, it would still show proof that he was outside her house. That's crazy. Y'all, that's a mess. That's a mess. That is a mess. Y'all can call in. That is a mess. We try to get all this information. Let me see if he posts something else. That is a mess. That is a mess. That is a mess. Child, that's a mess. I don't understand. So they say they put you in a solitary area because that's where they usually house the inmates, the S word inmates. I work at a prison, so that's the reason he's in there. There are certain policies and laws in place. If an inmate goes on a hunger strike, that's big. It will no longer be his decision. They will put a tube if he doesn't eventually eat, and it will be a court order. They have to exhaust all measures to keep him alive. But can they give him vegan food? Yes, they can give him a special diet. But I did call the jail, and they did say they do offer a special diet. I don't know if they offer a vegan diet, but they say a special diet. I kept reiterating that question. She said they offer a special diet. They didn't say nothing about vegan, so I guess vegan is a special diet. They said after what happened to Rihanna House, they aren't to let him off easy. Yeah, you can't play around with that. They said, in the mighty name of Jesus, send someone, Lord God, to be there to speak on his behalf, for God be the armor that he needs to cover him in every way, shape, form, fashion, but his peace be his protective, to be his covenant. Still in him, that he have people out here praying and doing everything they can do to try to help him. Mighty name of Jesus. And so I still can't believe he's being held without bond. Everything seems suspect at this point. Praying for his safety, but no shade. Let that be a cautionary tale. Be kind to people, regardless if you agree or not. He was not kind to trans women. Be kind because you will reap what you sow. They said, we're going to see who reaps what they sow when he gets out. They said, please don't respond to people. Just keep us updated with his status. And so I hope you realize none of this is going to help him get out. You're literally making their case stronger because you're continuing to sit here and make threats on his behalf. And we're going to be waiting a while for him to get out because he's a threat to society, and we will all feel safety with him where he's at. This is sad. It's sad. The turtle is a suit. Yes, a solitary. They can make him eat. It's getting crazy. How do you know? It said, please reach out to an attorney for him and advocate law groups. There's little to nothing we can do on social media, unfortunately, but panic with you. Whether you agree with him or not, he is one of our folks. Black folks, I wouldn't want to see TS in this situation either, even if it was considered justice or vice versa. We are all black at the end of the day. Chromosomes be damned. They say, I got a feeling this is orchestrated at a high level, and it's going to take a high-power attorney that will sympathize with the flight because he or she will most likely need to know that people willing to do favors. This is how he got into this. Oh, the judge and his lawyer deal, get him a new lawyer. They said, no, for real. They said, have he learned his lesson about messing with people? If not, leave him alone. They said you stated he was in solitary confinement for not eating for 2 days ago. Now you're saying does today's staff request he be put in solitary confinement because people are calling concerned about his welfare. Please be mindful of your post because I need to make sure I'm getting organization the correct information. Also stated he was arrested in February 2026. They said, I was thinking the same thing. The first part stated he was in solitary confinement for not eating. Now they're saying because people were calling the jail. This sounds like an inconsistencies to me. He's not wanting to get called like this by me. Okay, people were saying all this stuff, and so we're definitely going to keep y'all updated on all of this. We're going to bring this show to a close. We're going to do some more research on this matter. We want to thank you all. Thank you to the producers. Thank you to the moderators for holding it down. If you want to contribute to the show, you can hit our Cash App at Wiley Show 1990. Again, to help us on our broadcast, to make it clean type of high quality content, please go to our Amazon wish list. The moderator do have it. We also have it on the community wall. The Amazon wish list is up. Some stuff was already purchased, which the lights was purchased today. I did receive that in the mail today. So we still have the headphones, the stand, the HDMI live stream switcher, and we also have the mic that's on there as well, so you can purchase those items. Please do so we can have high quality of shows. Okay, we thank you so very much. If you want to be notified when we go live, you can text us at 773-641-8742. Text us and you will be notified when we go live. You can text us and we will be notified. Or you will be notified. And if you want to be removed, just text me, say remove from the list, and I'll remove you. Thank you all so very much. Little Black Boy. Oh, let me check the cash out. Okay. I think let's see. Let's go to the cash out and I'll see you the heart. Give me a second. Let me send a heart right now. I did. Thank you so very much, sis. Thank you. I just sent you your heart. Thank you so very much. All right. Little Black Boy, you beautiful. Little Black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. I will see y'all in the next live. Peace.